What we are going to do is create an about view. And before we do that, we are going to modify our layout just a little bit. In our div that surrounds render body, we are going to add the Bootstrap container class because all of your Bootstrap has to be in a container. And all of our views are actually coming into this point where render body is. So if we put the container class in the div above that, then all of our views will be in a container. All right, so that's our first step. Our next step is to modify our home controller. And we want to create an about view, which means we need an about action method. So I'm going to copy the index action method. And I'm going to change index to about. And then I'm just going to get rid of the view bag. And I'm going to have it return the view. And this is in the home controller. So we're going to add the corresponding about view to our home view folder. So I'm going to go to add, right click on home, choose add, choose view. And we're going to do an empty one. And razor view empty is right. The name down here is wrong. We want it to be called about. Okay, and then it's giving me some default razor code here. And so I'm going to change this to the code that I've provided you. So I'm going to pause a sec. And in order for this to work, you're going to notice that there's a graphic here. So you guys are going to have to download that graphic into your images folder. And you can see that I have it here already. And so the way you're going to have to do that is you're going to have to right click on it, save link as, and you're going to have to navigate to your future value project, www.root and images. You're going to have to open that images folder, and that is where you are going to save the team picture. Now, it is a little work to get to this point because you have to choose your C drive, and you got to choose users, and then you have to choose your username, and then you got to choose source, and you got to choose repos. So for most of you, you would see future value in here. Okay, I also created a folder for this class and this current year, and I got a couple of future values. So got to do a little more work. But once you've opened up your future value folder, you're going to open up www.root and images, and that is where you're going to save it to. Okay, and then once you do that, you should be able to save all your changes and run your app. And keep in mind that we did put in the responsive grid. So we've got 2 rows. First row, it's just 1 column that's going to take up the entire width. And the second row, we have 2 columns. We've got some text and we have a graphic. So to get to that location, got a key in home and about. Okay, so here's the title that takes up the entire row. And then we've got our second row with the graphics and our team picture. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop running it.